Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, our channel. Okay, I just feel like we have a lot of these videos, but we still don't have a lot of these videos, and that is the best vitamins for your skin. Now, when I talk about skin, it's not just about the face, even all over the body. You know, all of these things that we say: facial oil, facial creams, facial serums. These things could also be used on the skin. Yeah, it all depends, although the face needs more attention obviously because it's much more exposed to the harsh weather, the sun, because of course clothing we cover our body. So if you notice, the face tends to get all the stress, you understand, the ultraviolet rays, the dust, the dirt and all of that. And because there are a lot of activities happening on the face. Yes, what I mean by that, especially we the female, even the male obviously, when you bathe, you wash your face. If you notice, the way you wash your face is much more intense, yeah, will I say, than the way we wash our body. But obviously our body will just use sponge and scrub, but the face you kind of tend to take your time, especially as I said earlier, for we ladies that will wear makeup. You tend to take your time to take off the makeup and even the sunscreen and blah 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 blah. So if you look at the activities of the skin, the face has more characteristics than the body. What I mean by more characteristics is the fact that it has the sebaceous glands, yeah, and it's from your face you quickly know what kind of skin type you have, whether you have an oily skin, because when you sit the whole day looking at your body to know what kind of skin type, you might not necessarily, because if you look at the body, it doesn't really have oil, but it's the face that has the oils. Yes, where you know if you have an oily skin, if you have a dry skin. I'm not saying even the main skin too you won't know, because when you have a dry skin, obviously your hands, your palms will be so dry, you know, so thick and all that. But meanwhile, all of these vitamins can also be used on the whole body, so more of face and body, skin in general. It's a known fact that we have vitamin A, which is the retinol, and in that retinol we have different category of retinoids. We have the retinoic acid, we have the retinaldehyde, and we have the retinol. Those are all vitamin A. So obviously I don't need to shout it here. Vitamin A is a very, very important vitamin for the skin. I have my own vitamin A from my own skincare product line, and it's the retinol I used at 1%. Meanwhile, I still have retinol at 0.5%. Sorry, this is the front of my phone. At 0.5%. That one is in gel, while this one is in cream. You can see this is how the packaging is. Finally, we have a proper packaging. This is how it is, and it's in an airless pump. You get to know this is airless. Look at it from the under. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it's in an airless pump like this, because vitamin A, so when you're taking it out, you're not exposing it to easily oxidized, for it to be easily oxidized. So packaging is also very important. This is not transparent, this is an opaque, it's not a see-through container, it's an opaque container. So packaging is also very important in trying to secure your vitamins. Yes, your vitamin A is very sensitive to air, is sensitive to light as well. So this is my retinol at 1%, and in cream, is in a cream form. I also have 0.5% in a gel form. So for starters, for beginners, for people that have never tried, or people that have really, really sensitive skin, I start them out with 0.5%. But for me, I use this, even though sometimes I still use 0.5, but I use this more. Now the next vitamin is the vitamin B, the niacinamide. I know some of you will ask, why is it in a smaller container? The reason why it's in a smaller container is because when you look at it critically, most cosmetic products have vitamin C in them. Sorry, have vitamin B in them. That's niacinamide. You see, most body creams have vitamin B. Some micellar waters even have vitamin B. Some SPF have vitamin B. Some body creams have vitamin B. Some, you know. So if you notice, vitamin B is much in most products. So that is why I made vitamin B in a smaller container, where you need it when you need it. And I have two forms of vitamin B. I have this 5% vitamin B, and I have the 10% vitamin B. Personally, for me, probably because I'm a veteran, 5% doesn't cut out for me very well. It's not like I don't use it, but I just understand the 10% more. You understand? So most of the time when you're starting out on all of these things, you start on a lower percentage so that you know if your skin is comfortable with it. Because I've heard people complain about vitamin B. They complain that it purges them, it causes them itching, it causes them dermatitis. So it just depends on your skin, but at least from 2%, I think your vitamin B is relevant, because my facial toner has vitamin B at 2%. You understand? Yeah, and that's what basically I don't have vitamin B in so many products. So I think my facial toner is the only product I think that has vitamin B in it. Yes. So I don't really have vitamin B in so many products, and that's why I'm comfortable using my vitamin B at 10%. You understand? But then another ingredient or another vitamin that is very important, you guys know already now, is the vitamin C. So basically we have the vitamin A, which is the in nuts. We have the vitamin B, which is B3 actually, to be specific, because there are other vitamin B's as well. Yes, there's vitamin B5, which is the panthenol. That one is a humectant. Why this vitamin B helps with the skin barrier, it also helps with the production of more ceramides. You understand? It encourages the production of ceramides, and ceramides are very, very important to protect our skin barrier. Now, vitamin C. Now, if you're an oldie on my channel, my vitamin C is not the ascorbic or L-ascorbic. I always say that, like, all the time. I use the sodium ascorbyl phosphate, and also this is the ingredient list. There's the water, there's the xanthan, there's the sodium ascorbyl phosphate, there's the glycerin, that's the phenol, the ethanol, and then vitamin E. Now my vitamin C, which is the sodium ascorbyl phosphate, is at 5% in this formula. I'm so sorry you guys cannot see this thing clearly in this formula, and it is also in the same LS packaging, just like the vitamin A. Yes, this is sodium ascorbyl phosphate at 5%, and it has an emulsifying feel. So therefore you can use it in place of a face cream in the morning. You can just use it, and then over it you go on with your SPF. So basically the best vitamins for the skin is the vitamin A, the vitamin B, and the last but not the least, the vitamin C. And as I told you earlier, it doesn't have to be ascorbic or L-ascorbic acid, because some people kind of complain or react, especially those with sensitive skin, from the use of ascorbic or L-ascorbic, for prolonged use or so of ascorbic or L-ascorbic acid. But for me, I prefer to work with the derivative. And there are a lot of derivatives, honestly. There's the sodium ascorbyl phosphate, there's the magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, there's the tetrahexadesca ascorbate, there is ascorbyl palmitate, there are a lot of them, honestly. There are a lot of them. So you can work with them, derivatives, but for me, the best derivatives the one that I work with, personally I've worked with, is the magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, the sodium ascorbyl phosphate, and then I've never worked with tetrahexyl ascorbate yet. Yes, but I noticed that the magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, has kind of a lower penetration than the ascorbyl phosphate. So what am I just saying? I mean the MAP, that's the magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, has a lower absorption rate than the sodium ascorbyl phosphate. So basically what I'm saying is that sodium ascorbyl phosphate has a higher penetration onto the skin and higher conversion rate onto the skin than magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, and that's why I stopped using magnesium ascorbyl phosphate and decided to stick to sodium ascorbyl phosphate. So you know these things. That is it. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my videos, share my videos if you care, and hope to see you in another video. Bye.